Hey, what's up everyone? Today I will be showcasing some of the brand new pals that will be coming to Palworld in the near future. Unfortunately, there is no actual images of the pals just yet, but we do have confirmation on what their names will be. Also, on top of that, I will be showcasing some unreleased items as well, because there apparently is some new items in the list, and we'll check those out as well. There is a lot to talk about in today's video, so with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into this. Alrighty, so let's begin by taking a look at the list right here. What you're going to see is the mod, and this in the middle does display 2 question marks. So what this means is that we do not have the avatar or the actual textures for the pals. Yet there is some good news because we do have the names of those pals, but we do not have the images. So with that being said, let's take a look at it. What we have right here is Bad Cat Girl and Blueberry Fairy. Now, I cannot spawn these pals in either because it will crash the game entirely. The next page here is going to contain some bosses and some alphas. We have the boss Black Fur Dragon, and on the second one here we have boss Cat Mage Fire. The third page here is going to contain 3 different pals, but the 2 here are going to sound quite familiar, like Dark Mutant. The next one coming up is brand new, and that is boss Dark Scorpion Ground. The last one here is boss Elect Lion. Those 2, Dark Mutant and Elect Lion, I have shown in the past, and you can find them right here. The first image here is going to be Elect Lion, and then the second one is Dark Mutant. Continuing on towards the 4th page here, we have 4 bosses. And starting off with boss Fox Mage Dark, boss Gorilla Ground, boss Guardian Dog, and then lastly we have boss Hades Bird Electric. The 5th page is going to contain 2 bosses. We have boss Hercules Beetle Ground, boss King Bahamut Dragon. The 6th page here is going to contain 2 bosses, and you're going to see it right here. We have boss Ronin Dark and boss Sky Dragon Grass. We are now on the 7th page here, and I do want to let you guys know that when it comes down to these pals, there are going to be second versions of the boss, similar to Bella Noir. So with that being said, the newest pal can be found right here, and that's Mushroom Dragon Dark, Brown Rabbit, Elect Lion, Feather Ostrich. Then there's Golden Horse, Scorpion Man, Saifu Dog, Tentacle Turtle, Wing Golem, and Guardian Dog. Again, we have went over Guardian Dog, but that's mostly going to be a second version of the boss. A different color, different pattern. And same thing here with Gorilla Ground. That one right there is going to contain a second version, a different theme. And as well as this pal right here, Black Fur Dragon. And the very last one on the list here is going to contain a brand new Chillet. So possibly it might be named Grillet. I know that's kind of a name that's been going around, but right here it says Weasel Dragon Fire, which is quite similar to Chillet, and it's right next to Chillet as well, which is interesting. We have Ronin Dark, Hades Bird Electric, Dark Scorpion Ground. Then for the rest here we have Ghost Rabbit, Mushroom Dragon Dark, Small Armadillo, Kindu Frog, King Whale, and Moon Queen. And that's pretty much it when it comes down to the list of unreleased pals. So again, when it comes down to these bosses, you're going to see that second version of the pal. For example, it said boss Elect Lion and then Elect Lion. There might be a total different color scheme when it comes down to these new pals. For example, I did bring it up earlier, but if you were to take a look at Bella Noir, there's 2 different versions of her. And I believe that is what this is going to contain as well. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Do you believe these pals are going to contain a second version similar to Bella Noir? Do you agree or do you disagree? Let me know down below in the comments. What we are going to talk about now is some of those unreleased items for Palworld. What we're going to see right here is a Lotus item. The name says Carrion Lotus S. Small purple flower that is extremely difficult to obtain, needed to make carrying remedies. This is interesting. So it appears that there would have been a way to increase our carrying capacity with this item. Interesting. Number 2, we have Speed Lotus S. Small orange flower that is extremely difficult to obtain, needed to make speed remedies. Power Lotus S. Small red flower that is extremely difficult to obtain, needed to make power remedies. Stamina Lotus S. Small yellow flower that is extremely difficult to obtain, needed to make stamina remedies. Life Lotus S, small green flower that is extremely difficult to obtain, needed to make life remedies. Power Lotus L, large red flower that is extremely difficult to obtain, needed to make power elixirs. Stamina Lotus L, large yellow flower that is extremely difficult to obtain, needed to make stamina elixirs. Speed Lotus L, large orange flower that is extremely difficult to obtain, needed to make speed elixirs. Carrion Lotus L, large purple flower that is extremely difficult to obtain, needed to make carrion elixirs. And last but not least, we have Life Lotus L, large green flower that is extremely difficult to obtain, needed to make life elixirs. So as you can tell right there would have been, or possibly in the future, there will be a way to create elixirs and also some of these remedies. So if there is, I definitely hope there is a way to increase my carrying capacity. Now, there are other ways to increase your capacity, but that right there would be amazing to drink something in-game and just increase the capacity overall. So I do want to say that as we do go along here, take it with a grain of salt because most of these items are unreleased and they might just stay that way. This would be the same situation with those pals as well. There is a chance that those pals that are unreleased might just stay that way. Next up, we have some more items. Right here is going to be 2 food items. This one is curry and it allows you to fill up 265 in nutrition, and for your sand, it's going to be 12. Number 2, potage. This right here will give you a nutrition of 90 and a sand of 2. In text, which appears to be some sort of leather. Then we have another icon here, which is purple, and that also says E in text. I do want to say for these items right here, they might just be some material that we will use in the future. For example, right now there is a new item that allows us to teleport straight to our base, and that can be accomplished by collecting some Dazzy, specifically Dazzy Clouds. Next up, we have some more material. This one, I honestly cannot tell you what it is. Maybe it's some sort of smashed rock or some type of ore. I couldn't tell you. Next, we have a bandage, which is what it appears to be. Maybe at one point there will be a way to heal ourselves completely using a bandage. Maybe not, maybe so. The last 2 here are going to be some sort of claw. I have went over this one before, prior, but the next one, I do not believe this was included. The last item that looks like a claw of some sort that's attached to something there, that right there appears to be an accessory item. Now, I'm not too sure what it will give you in terms of buffs or some sort of benefit. I cannot tell you that, but it's definitely going to be some sort of accessory that will give you some sort of benefit. And that right there is the last and final image that I will be showcasing. So with that being said, there's a lot of items, a lot of pals, and I cannot wait for what this next island is going to contain. And if you guys did not know, there's going to be a new island, new pals, and all of that. Which, by the way, most likely will include some of those brand new pals that we just went over. If you're not too sure what I'm talking about when it comes down to the new islands, new pals, new buildings, new items, then check this out right here. This right here at the bottom of the announcements over on the official Palworld Discord, this is what they had to say. We are planning a larger, more content-packed update for summer 2024. Enjoy never before seen scenery and thrilling adventures on a new island, home to many new pals. In addition, we plan to add a large amount of new content, including new buildings, weapons, and tower bosses. There is something strange about this because when I decided to head back to the Discord, there was no word about the new islands and new pals and all of that stuff, which is kind of confusing because why would you state that there's going to be something, then later on delete it or edit it out? I don't know. I'm confused. So anyways, pretty much if you were to head over towards the official Palworld Discord and check out the patch notes, you will not find that down below like you have seen previously. Again, for whatever reason, they decided to remove it. Maybe it was announced too early. I couldn't tell you, but let's go ahead and finish up the video here because I just want to let you guys know that I am appreciative of you guys. Thank you guys so much for checking out the channel, commenting, and all that good stuff. If you have yet to subscribe, do that. Turn those notifications on, and also make sure that you follow me over on the Twitter. Join the Discord, all that good stuff. With all that being said, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, and I will see you all in the next video.